this week's kind of DIY project, but makeup tutorial type thing, I put Halloween and makeup together. And I had a ton of fun. My friends came over and let me make them into zombies. This came out pretty awesome because, you know, I'm obsessed with The Walking Dead, and that's coming back October 12th. And this is my tribute to them because Walking Dead, I love you. And Comic-Con is coming and they're gonna be there, and I would never get to meet Daryl because I didn't get my tickets early enough. But you know what? My tribute to Walking Dead. And here it is. So if you guys want to see the actual photos for this shoot that I did, it's on my Instagram. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram at Mandy Couture, and all the photos will be there. And like them, tag me on your version of your zombie shoots, and this is just like the most awesome, easiest Halloween costume in the world. So hashtag Mandy Couture and show me what you've done. I'm so excited to see if you guys try out this DIY makeup tutorial because everyone should do it. Guys, girls, let's just become zombies. And down below in the comments, totally tell me which one is your favorite zombie. Zombie A, which is my friend George, or Zombie B, which is my friend Nida. I can't even tell you which is my favorite. And show me what you've done. Love ya. Kirby, hi. Look at who's me, Kobe. So, first step to making your zombie, their hair needs to be greasy and unkept. So I just put a load of conditioner, like way more than you actually would, and it's actually a great leave-in treatment while you decide to be dead for a few hours. Next, I grabbed my liquid latex and I just started to paint his forehead, so when it dries it actually starts to crinkle up and makes your skin look old and worn. And if you pull on it, it actually makes some of it come off, and actually looks like your skin is peeling and rotting, which is actually really cool. While his forehead dried, I started on the side of his face. I wanted to make it look like a piece of his face was missing. So again, grab the liquid latex and paint on a layer. Then grab some toilet paper and rip the edges. They actually stick better and make your prosthetics look more realistic if you rip the edges instead of having straight squares. And so just bits and pieces, start placing it on top of the liquid latex and let that dry, and just keep on adding layers. You need to add at least 5 or 6 layers to get a more realistic looking prosthetic. Quick tip to help your latex dry faster, use a blow dryer. On low, not heat. That would totally burn your face. For the makeup, I just got some pretty cheap foundation in a lighter shade than he is. So it kind of doesn't matter what shade you are, just get something light because remember, you want to look dead. So the skin tone doesn't have to be completely even. So just put the foundation on top of the latex so that way it can all look like the same complexion. Next, I grabbed my MAC Violet Trance to add some purple to the prosthetic so that way it can look like bruised skin. And since bruises are not just purple, I grabbed my Revlon Stay Color Wild Savage palette and used some of the red and blue in there to give the bruises some more depth. Next, it's the tricky part, trying to open your prosthetic after it's dried and fully make up. So you kind of just have to like grab it and try to pull at it, and it doesn't help that he had facial hair. He was fairly warned that this will pull on his face. But I used a box cutter. Please, everyone, if you don't trust yourself, don't all use a box cutter, to poke a little hole into the prosthetic and to pull it open so that way it looks like flesh just flapping around. Next, I grabbed my NYC crayon lipstick, which is amazing for Halloween makeup, but not to actually wear, in my opinion. Then I added some black body paint on the inside to give it more depth. Next, to give the impression of teeth, make a few outlines with your least favorite eyeliner, and then fill those in with some white. It's okay if the red mixes in because if there's a hole in your face, your teeth will be bloody. Then I got my Revlon matte eyeshadow in the color Rich Stable and contoured his face, think skeleton. Sunken eyes. Gotta make his face look thin. You gotta color the temples. Think skeleton. Last but not least, don't forget to make his lips look chapped and bloody and gross. So I used some more black paint and then some black eyeshadow, put a little bit of fake blood, and you're done. Now you pretty much do the same to your next model. Condition her hair to look gross. Add 5 to 6 layers of liquid latex and broken tissue paper. Add a lighter shade of foundation to make her look pale. Add your bruises in 3 different shades. Carefully poke a hole in the prosthetic with a sharp object so you can rip it open and leave your dangling flesh. Color the inside of your injury with red for blood and black for death. And since this zombie is going to be newly dead compared to my other one, I'm adding some blood gel to her injury. And this gel is a lot thicker than regular fake blood, and it's going to make her injury look fresh and juicy, unlike my other one, which is more dried and old. And don't forget to contour her face, just not as dark as the last zombie, because remember, she just died. And so I'm going to take some red from my Revlon Stay Color palette and I'm going to add it to her top eyelid and her bottom eyelid, kind of like eyeliner, just so it makes her eyes look a little more bloodshot. And yeah, you're pretty much done. Now it's time to play.